because Zero's been like in the background of every draft, banned out first phase. People are always scared of it, and I want to know why. And well, maybe Mal's going to get to show me why.
Yeah. Just to set a little bit of foundation, if you haven't seen Doom recently because it's been banned out, it's you go for more points in Scorched Earth, you use that Infernal Blade, you go for like a 1-3-1 build, constantly using it off cooldown, pushing the wave under your opponent's tower, and throwing in Infernal Blades to punch it. It's just, yeah, it's so much damage. Both teams are smoked up as usual at the start of the game. Does look like we won't be seeing any heroes hitting each other for now.
Theory. Doing a bit of scouting. Got to place that classic high ground ward on the main side of the map. Big fan of this one when you can get it down.
30 seconds.
We'll have fun from crit.
Good luck, good luck.
Are we counting that as a GG? Has noob.
yeah, game to. Congratulations, Falcons.
Loser. That's what he just said.
It's got to feel, I mean, I can't imagine being in this position for Quest, you know, like having lost 2 qualifiers in a row, the Falcons, and now looking like you're on the brink of losing a third. That's a terrible position to be in. And a lot of pressure for the team as well to at least put in a good performance, you know, at least put up a good fight.
It doesn't pay the bills though. You got to remember, with no DPC, with no enforced pay for playing in like these kind of regionals and qualifiers, being second in a region that doesn't go to LAN, that's just $0 each month. Like, you've really got to, this region specifically, with how many big names there are, big orgs, Falcons just claiming it all. It's going to be great for Falcons, but for PSG Quest, for Enigma, it's many months of just nothing coming into the roster in regards to, you know, prize winnings and stuff, and it's going to hurt the team in the long run. So
yeah, they are salaried players, but of course you've got to have a reason to keep them on salary. That's a scary thing as well. Tough time.
Oh, shit.
No one allowed to hit each other. What you think? Says Noob.
Okay, all right. We'll see if Marine agrees.
Stage 3 bartering.
They're getting pretty desperate, I feel, when Noob's asking for this.
Yeah, especially
and look, Marine
is
not even responding. Oof.
Daddy, chill.
Damn. What a cold-hearted guy. A little bit of banter coming out from Noob, just brick-walling him. Just absolutely brick-walling him.
Just
like,
Dono ward.
Yeah, it's like when you drop a banger in the group chat, there's no one responds, you just start talking about dinner plans. Not that that's ever happened to me.
No, yeah.
I'm not in any group chats. Alright, so in the mid lane, of course, we have the Storm versus the DK. Very straightforward matchup between these two heroes. It's basically just going to be a trade of farm. Maybe Mallory will be able to get a little bit of pressure coming out into the Storm, but for the most part, should just be a pretty straight up trade. Storm pretty decent against melee heroes. Meanwhile, up in the top side, we've got ourselves Crit and Damar playing the Hoodwink and the Magnus versus Kaori and TA2000 on the Trio Protector and the Wind Ranger. Both pretty strong lanes coming out from both teams here. So I'm imagining, you know, one will probably start to pull ahead and push the other down, but it's going to come up to, you know, who can outplay the other or who oversteps the mark. That will be the question.
Yeah, I think specifically in bot lane here, where you have the Terrorblade and the Venge, if they can hit level 2, then you have the Wave, the Blood Grenade, the Magic Missile with Reflection and Meta. If PSG Quest are stepped up, then a hero can go down. They are a creep away from level 2, and yeah, they didn't get it in an aggressive position, so not instantly able to utilize it. And yeah, top lane you see here, the safe lane of PSG Quest did hit 2 first, and already straight away using some spells to get Amar to lower HP, to scare him just a little bit, and only a single tango left for him. He's going to have to lean on Crit and his regen to keep himself in the lane there.
Yeah, we all know Crit. He's a very supporting position for, always going to help out where possible. And now you see it down at the bottom lane. Stun comes down onto Omar, but hit as well. On the top side, Kaori's gone down. Omar trying to TP out, and down the bottom, Omar will survive as well. They
Of
went
course,
the moment they hit level 2, drop the Wave of Terror, drop the stun, drop the Metamorphosis, just all 4 spells regurgitated onto the side of PSG Quest, and yeah, they just have to kind of grit their teeth and survive through it. Malik does, in fairness.
Yeah, Malik really needs to find the Frost Ogre camp, and I don't know if one's actually available. I don't see any in the Radiant jungle that have spawned up across the camps, and yeah, no, there is not a single one available. Getting that bonus armor, getting the attack slow would, yeah, fully remove the aggression from the Vengeance lane.
For sure. They stuck with smelly old Frost attack, which luckily his reflection doesn't get. But this one's not bad if you can actually click people, but I'm not sure he's even going to get a chance to really attack Skitter and snaking much in this lane. As the Doom, you're kind of just relegated to hitting the creeps and not much else.
Yeah, it does feel like the trade-off though. The offlane for PSG Quest going a lot better than the offlane for Team Falcons. Lamar only has 7 CS to his name. Of course, he can catch up very nicely if he does go for Empower, but yeah, they're trying to drag the wave. They're trying to do anything they can to get away from this pesky Treant Protector. Just isn't really working out. Sure, they grabbed 2 creeps, but they're still missing out on half the wave.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Carry's doing absolute work on this Treant Protector. As you did say, good lane matchup. As bottom side, Skitter getting jumped upon here. Omar throws down the Blood Grenade. Malik as well with the Scorched Earth and the Cold Slow. Slowing him down. Won't be enough to finish the job, I don't think. Fade Bolt is available, but he's not quite in kill range, as TA2000 is able to bring down crit elsewhere. Apologies, Mr. Cameraman. That's
so what happened in top? The as the second was going to respawn on the minute mark, Corey blocked it again with a sentry crit, then ran into D ward, and as he stepped up, he got hit by Elite Cedar Grasp, Blood Grenade, and a power shot. And yeah, you've got no move speed. He's dead to rights and trading his life to try and unblock the hard camp. And bot lane now crit from his desktop respawns.
He's a bushwhacking crit, makes a rotation across, and that will make sure they bring down the Doom. On the top side, Kaori is going to use the time to start bullying up Amar. Try and get him out of lane a little bit. Even further out of lane, I suppose, just to be the correction.
Yeah, I think Kaori's done an exceptional job just really focusing on this hard camp, not allowing it ever to spawn. Crit rotates bottom, has to use the twin gates and now half mana. And Amar's still yet to get near a creep, really.
Yeah,
he has a skewer.
Bullied away again. Skewer will have to be used defensively over the Lotus Pool.
It's been a long time since we've seen Amar really struggling in the lane, so
yeah.
PSG Quest, this is looking good, right? For a deciding game 3. Falcons are to win. They will be going to ESL One Birmingham. This is the game to start performing a little bit better than the previous 2.
The pressure's on. Performing well under pressure is also like a really important thing to figure out as well. Because if, this situation here, it feels like a lot, then it's not going to compare to what an actual land feels like as well. So if you do make it in the future, you want to be ready for that. You want to have your nerves under control. As Omar getting killed off in the river. Alreen will get the kill with the corrosive attack.
He missed the ward.
Yeah, and just barely missing out on that one.
It's a weird sentry placement. It's one to try and cover more of the mid ward rather than that kind of late game right hand side of the high ground ward, but either way, Snaking does miss it. Maureen is hitting the mid tower. It is just the inevitable against DK. And with Rubik Tree, it's not really very easy to rotate onto that DK to kill him off, so yeah. More than half of the tower has been chipped away.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Only 500 HP left on that tower. Not good at all. Crit does come back and finish the job on the ward as well. I'll take that one down as Malik just chasing Skid around the tower at bottom.
Yeah, this is Doom nowadays, guys. He got himself the Chain Lightning. He's got the Scorched Earth, the Infernal Blade, forcing Skidder to TP out, and yeah, that's what you need to do against the Terrorblade. The moment he TPs back to base, his mindset is, okay, I'm going to probably go through jungle to maybe get back to lane, and you just need a... Oh, he popped it very early.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snaking, meanwhile,
Snaking's dead.
he's just going to
to a neutral
dead.
creep.
Oh, okay.
Middle tower.
Sick
The
denied,
scorched
yes.
earth aggroed it, yeah.
Yeah. No fault of his own, but there you go. Snaking gets the deny. What a god.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And mid
Left
tower
being pretty
falls.
empty-handed on the Doom, honestly. Like he's not feeling good right now. I mean, he is because he's owning his lane, but also like could be feeling a little better, I guess.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, Marin's rushing the Blink Dagger this game. In the previous game, he went Mage Slayer. This time around, he's going for the Blink, and that will give him purpose. With Venge and Hoodwink playing behind him, they will be able to kill heroes if they continue playing on that initiation. You see Noob underneath the ward. Noob has a sentry. He's trying to de-ward, but he just found
Hey,
two heroes.
he's suffering.
They just don't have the damage right now. Like when DK gets Blink, it has to be Hoodwink plus Venge. If they don't play together, then I am a little bit skeptical if they have the damage just between DK plus 1. But still, you can see kind of what Falcons are looking at. Make some noise on the map, allow Mag to recover, allow Terrorblade to recover in the jungle, and they just keep going.
Again. Yeah.
But do they have? They just don't have the damage. They really
No,
do
definitely
need that
not.
+1 that I mentioned, and now Snaking. He rooks up a little bit late, but now present.
Hello, team. Heard you needed a stun. Yeah, way too late to be able to help out with that. Storm just kind of continuing his game. He's not suffering too badly, honestly.
Radiant's bottom tower
He's doing
is
absolutely
under
fine.
attack.
I guess there's no one in this game who's like getting absolutely beat down. I mean, Amar and Skidder are like a little bit poorer than they would like, for sure. So again,
Radiant's
it comes
bottom
down
tower
to Quest, really. Like PSG Quest. How do you put on the pressure? How do you accelerate into this one? Do you respond to the aggression that's happening from Falcons at mid? Do you put some pressure onto the side lanes? Or they're just going to keep on farm up and trying to out-economy the side of Falcons? What is their answer?
Not on my watch.
That's the thing. Like, sometimes it's easier to play from behind because there's very few things you can do. Therefore, you just have
Sure.
to do the things which you can do. When you're ahead, you have to make decisions, and you have many, many more options.
Yeah, I think what you're
Sure,
saying
it's
is when you're
easier to get it
behind,
right.
it's like pushing out waves, being ready to fight under using your TPs. Like there's less things dragging you around the map, right? It's like even though you're behind, it's a slower paced game, and I think like for example like Team Falcons, they're happy for the game to be super chill, super slow, because they are just waiting for their course to get a couple items, and then they can just ramp up the aggression. It does feel like PSG Quest with a Storm Spirit pick, with a Doom in play. It would be nice to get a couple kills around the map. And Malrine with the invis, he's poking her head up the high ground, but doesn't really want to go for the Storm Spirit. A big kill would be the windrunner, but 1200 HP. We've seen Storm survive the jump a couple times. Snaking, he's in no man's land and gonna be going down.
Is he? There comes in the stun
Oh, no.
from Malrine, blinking in to save his support. And they will not be losing Snaking today. Eventual Spirit lives to fight another day, and they'll back themselves away on the side of PSG Quest. So
That
again,
is-
even small plays just not really working out at the moment. Like, sure they're ahead, but
It's kind of crazy he lives there, right? The wand, the range up, the damage reduction from Wave of Terror, all just enough to stack up and give him just enough survivability to survive.
yeah, definitely. Starting to go towards tier 2000 now, who's pretty damn close, about 600 gold off the Maelstrom. Maybe that's the timing they'd be looking at here. Focus Fire plus Maelstrom, obviously very, very powerful indeed.
It's powerful, but you just need to respect that there is soon to be a blink on Magnus, already a blink on DK, a swap available for Snaking. It's not that simple for Windrunner. Pre-BKB and pre-Manta to play on the defensive capabilities of her hero, and it really is just like, if she shows, okay, just stun her, guys. She's out of position, go kill.
Yeah. Well, Lamar's just kind of holding his point on RP, which is sort of interesting. I don't quite understand. 4 points in Empower, 2 in Shockwave, 1 in Skewer. What's that other point doing?
Amar normally just holds points for his own enjoyment. I don't know if anyone's ever asked him why, but he does it on Mars as well sometimes, where he'll just hold the points and just not put it into arena, and then he'll just level it when he wants to use it.
It's so strange. I mean, I guess it's like a... Oh, they find Skidder over on the side. Nature's Grasp a little bit off the mark. Skidder needs to run himself back here and will be able to do that. An awkward fight here from Quest as they try to go in and make the play, and now they're all under the vision off the side of Falcons. They're looking towards Malik here. Malik, he doesn't have long left. That'll be the first kill. The awkward attempt from Quest. It's completely foiled, and they don't have TPs. Kaori doesn't have a TP. Ruby doesn't have a TP. Uh-oh. They're just sitting ducks then. What? They're all just dead T.
And they tried to make... I mean, we've seen it 3 times in a row, right? The post-laning phase PSG Quest attempt to cross the river to try and make a smoke play. They either run into no hero, die, and that's about it. We're yet to see them be successful with their post-laning smokes. And if you've been watching since game 1, you will be knowing exactly what I'm talking about. They have fumbled it every time, and Falcons, they just do an exceptional job after lanes, setting up the heroes in a way that if they are to be jumped, there's people ready. Like DK, as soon as Skidder survives, he jukes him out, doesn't get hit by Overgrowth, the Grasp, or any of these spells that would have contained him. He walks up, buys 5 seconds for everyone to react, and then they turn it around. So yeah, PSG Quest, 3 games in a row now, they have just really fumbled their ability to be aggressive. Question I'm looking to find an answer to is, when is Noob going to enter the game? 0 kills, 0 assists, 0 deaths, 113 CS. Soon to complete Witchblade, but now they're smoking him up. He's jumping in, he found snaking. Is this really the kill that they wanted though? After minutes of a stalemate.
Yes, this is the one.
Okay.
He said, we're smoking out and we're going to get snaking.
And they got him.
They got him. Now they're high-fiving. I'm going to pause for a bath in a minute. But yeah, that kill means nothing. Gives them absolutely no movement on the map. Doesn't result in a tier 1 tower in the middle lane. It's just a chill kill, really. Just to catch up freebie. Back to farming. The 80,000 going for the Dragonlance next. Give you that extra bit of range to stay on your targets with focus fire. And of course, being universal hero, a ton of extra damage as well compared to normal. Malrine, meanwhile, he's looking straight in for the Manta. Not going Aghanims first. Not going BKB. Straight in Blink Manta.
No, I think Manta's a very good item against Doom. Like, when you blink in on Doom to hit your target, unless you Centaur Stomp, if you instant Manta after, it's so hard because it counts with the Doom animation. In the split second, you've got to decide which one is the real one, who am I going for? And no, I like it. Terrorblade also, of course, will have Manta naturally in his build. We'll see if that interaction does occur, but yeah, Falcons, they're just so happy to sit back, hit creeps, and I cannot emphasize how important it is. If PSG Quest don't get a grasp on this game, start dictating some pace, then the macro game, the way in which the creeps get dealt with, is going to be so easy for Team Falcons. Ags on the DK, sending out the illusions, Terrorblade sending out the illusions, Venging the tree line, just scurrying around, skipping waves. Like, this is going to be so hard for PSG Quest to actually walk down the lane and feel confident. And we're about maybe 10 minutes away from that.
Yeah, I'm struggling to see what they're waiting for on Quest as well. Like, in my eyes, like, they have what they need to go and make some plays happen, you know? They have what they need to start putting some pressure. All right, they'll catch out another Hoodwink here. Another support kill going the way of Noob. Sure, he denied the Amplify rune. Ooh, snaking has been spotted here, so this should be another kill going their way. Certainly will be. All right, more supports murdered, slaughtered for their meat. Can PSG Quest find anything else?
Mass TV's middle. Amar has the blink. Skewers back to the... Ooh, no. Okay.
Ooh, it's a little bit awkward here. Not going to get a chance to get off the RP. Kaori in the back line just being beaten in by the TB, and with a reflection, the right click should be enough to finish the job. Taking some time, but Kaori will fall, but Noob's able to kill Malrine on the back lines. Malrine to full focus fire out on Skitter. Noob chasing forward, doesn't have any more mana left though. Through this whole thing, a Doom was not used, so that's still available in their quiver if they want it. And finally, PSG Quest. They make something happen, and that is a big something indeed.
I have no idea where he was skewering to. That was like the opposite direction for his team. It kind of looked like he was trying to skewer the Storm into then the Rubik to hit like a 2 or 3 man RP with Falcons holding that high ground position to then layer in, but to skewer towards the Rubik who then can just freely lift you, it was very ambitious from Amar. Instead of just skewering down away from the enemy, RPing and kind of localizing the fight and maybe a slightly better fight. He went for the greed play. It didn't connect. Omar was in position on the Rubik to counter it. And yeah, Falcons, for the first time in this game at least, do show some signs of some misplay occurring, but they are instantly grouped back up together again. Even without the meta, they are ready to fight. And we spoke about Terrorblade being a hero that can buy MKB. He's looking at buying it as like a second item. Manta into straight MKB is his potential path. They have a fight in the river though.
Crazy. Malik looking for a target here. Still no one he wants to doom. Another pair of supports getting brought down as the Storm jumps in very deep indeed. Not much mana left on the Storm Spirit either, so gonna be tricky for him to keep this fight going. But Arcane Rune, that's a gift from the gods. What can he do with it? Answer, probably not a whole lot. Once again, just punishing Falcons for daring to come further forward on their supports. You can kill off the supports, you kind of limit what they can do on the map. But they have just kind of been sucked into this middle lane, and all the while, Skidder is farming. There is a powerful demon elsewhere in the game.
Oh, Roshan, who's in the pit?
Oh, Skidder. When you use Metamorphosis, the description is literally Terrorblade transforms into a powerful demon.
No, yes.
So
You can learn a lot when
accurate.
you read tooltips, yeah.
Is it useful? No.
Oh, well, hold up.
Holding up, staking. He's not holding up. He's doing bad. He's brought down. But they will be able to get the return kill onto Kaori at the very least. Now Ma taking hits. But he's going to be alright. It will just be a support trade once again. Storm, big jump across, looking for him. Ooh, baits out the
And they
RP
stole it.
beautifully. Amar, yeah, indeed, they've stolen it now. That's a lot of damage coming through onto the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit bushwhack taken on down here. Skidder arrives to the fight, takes him down. Omar, he's forced to use the RP, but to absolutely no avail. Skidder's going to be able to just be absolutely fine through that one, and they still kill off the Rubik regardless. Two down on the side of PSG Quest. It does feel like it's a trap, isn't it? Every time they step foot across the river, shit just goes bad for them.
They got a little bit too excitable there, right? With Amar somewhat blundering another RP. They thought, okay, guys, we can go. And then TB rocked up, entered the fight. Storm was out of mana. Had to go down there. And Doom, meanwhile, in the bot lane, he was just chilling. He was hitting creeps. He just purchased his Blink Dagger. He was like, oh, good luck, guys. Wish you all the best. But yeah, PSG Quest just weren't in position to get the kill there. They do. TP bot lane, they're going to be killing off Snaking potentially. He doesn't get the swap off. Rubik getting big spell after big spell. Magic Missile, such a nice one to get. Large cast range, 1.7 stun. And if you're PSG Quest, you need to keep making moves. You need to try and break down Team Falcons. Play on the fact that meta's on cooldown. You have a blink on Doom.
Yeah.
You've got the full mana Storm Spirit. Like Roshan's available to you if you really want to. You got the BKB on Winter. Like there's so many things that are going PSG Quest way if they want to dictate this game, but they seem to be so hesitant time and time again. They're just a little bit more reserved. It's as if they're afraid that one mistake could just give Falcons everything they want in this game, and they do move towards Roshan, the safe option of all that they had. Storm Spirit, very good Aegis carrier. Can expend all his mana in the first life, use that second life to then zip back out. There are a couple stuns though to punish him.
There we go. Q2000 was positioned very suspiciously, like he was about to pick up the Aegis, but no. Noob picks it up, and now looking even better. So, SG Quest. Surely they can transform this into a positive play. They are missing two heroes here, so if they try to take this fight, it could go awkward. They try to blow up the Venge nice and fast, and that will be successful. Noob used a lot of mana for this Clay, though, so he said take a minute just to drink up that bottle a little bit more.
That was a lot of big zips for a revenge kill. He was really zipping, like over snaking multiple times.
Yeah, I think he was trying to make sure he's not getting RP'd or anything during that.
Oh, where am I?
Oh,
Where am I? Yeah, exactly.
Might as well have put himself in one of 3 cups and started spinning around.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Smoke up though now from PSG Quest. You've got the Shard and the Trim Protector to help with that initiation, the invisibility to find a hero. We've already mentioned that Malik has got the Blink Dagger, yet to really use it. We're also yet to really see like a big Doom. One of those like, and the Mag's been Doom type moments. None of that. It has been quite a quiet game from himself, sitting at 0-2-2. sweeping across the map. If they find snaking again, they're going to be absolutely kicking themselves. That has been snaking's exceptional positioning so far in this grand finals. Always finding the smoke moves. And okay, Kari with
nice
the smoke break, but
yeah, they do
will probably lose his life and the ward for this.
Yeah. Shame he just placed down the ward and sentry, and yeah, they'll immediately come back to deal with that. Meanwhile, Storm over on the sidelines trying to finish off Crit here, but didn't have the vision. This Glimmer Cape keeping him alive, meaning Noob's just going to have to go for the zip TP away. Does get himself back up to safety. Again, just kind of awkward times for PSG Quest when, you know, they've got the Aegis. You really want to see them trying to be the decisive team, making the plays, but I feel like they're not going for enough this time.
I don't know what's, I don't want to say what's wrong with them, but there's something changed in PSG Quest at least, where maybe it's the fear of elimination that everything's on the line in this game. They don't want to go for that one move. They've made so many moves where they found nothing, or they've been wiped after the fact that that could just be sitting, you know, in the back of their minds the entire time. Windrunner is a couple hundred gold away from Aghanim's. That will give her Windrun. Reduce physical damage that she takes. It will grant her invisibility as well. So a way to just get in and out of the fight. So of course invisibility is something that they're already answering on Falcons because of that tree shard, and he can already go there. And Amar goes fishing. Not the strongest Amar performance so far, right? He's missed a couple of RPs. He's not really connected, but with Magnus, it doesn't really matter about the early game. There's always going to be that one impactful mid to late game RP that will make chat go wild.
Okay, tries to go for the play like BKB forced out from TA2000. Well, meanwhile, Noob just trying to bring down Crit on the side. Should be able to do that with ease. Now, looking for more, looking for snaking, looking for the easy one. Mali gonna come help out with this one as well, and snaking should fall. RP comes down onto two of them, dragging them back in, but the skewer across, Skinner being dragged away from a target which he wanted to kill off. That was hilarious. And now there is a Doom down onto the Terrorblade. How much is it gonna matter? Apparently a Lux. He's being clicked down by TA2000 right now, and that is gonna be 2 kills going to the win. And then they'll go towards Marlene as well. Mallory should be the last one on the list here, and he is going to get taken down. What a fight from PSG Quest, and what a move from Omar.
Yeah, and on the flip side, what a not very good move from Omar, right? On this Magnus, he's blinking around, he's harpooning, he thinks he catches a Windrunner, he doesn't. He then runs to the side, and then, yeah, with Rubik as well, he steals the skewer to then disengage from that RP, forces away the 2 heroes so that they can't barrel into that area of control. And yeah, I think PSG Quest doing very good, and Falcons, they've got the tools to hit the spells, but under the pressure of that constant go, they are just missing too many spells to be in a good position right now. It's like you probably need a Lincoln's or a BKB on this Magnus. You need the axe for the DK, probably one more item for Skitter so he can't get kited so easily. 5 to 10,000 gold away for Falcons, being very happy in these fights with the heroes that they have, but still, such a big window for PSG Quest to keep looking, to keep hunting. Doom is on cooldown for 50 seconds. The Harasma is complete on Storm Spirit, so he's going to be very, very strong. Jumping in, finds Marine.
From that. Look at this Dragon Knight. This guy's supposed to be tanky, but he's just being beaten down right now. Swap's going to buy him a little bit of fire, but the focus fire comes down onto him. They don't want to commit just about everything. Well, they don't have the Doom just yet regardless, so Mali is just going to fall. Snaking goes down as well. The Swap intended to save, but this ends up being another +1 as Storm goes zipping across the map with that Aegis.
And there's just no downtime for PSG Quest, right? Even though that they're playing on Doom, it just, they keep going. They keep fighting.
Mars going for it, but Noob with the quick stutter step. Oh, and the RP as well. And you know it's coming. It's a great tip. And now they move in towards Crit as well on that high ground, taking him down. PSG Quest on the brink of elimination, finding themselves a second wind here in this best-of-5 series.
Yeah. And we got to say, we can't ignore it. Amar, he's having a really, really, really hard game. He's not connected on a good RP yet. He's given away 1 RP, didn't really mean much, but not hitting Harpoon Skewers. He does need a defensive item to be able to get these spells off, and PSG Quest are, you know, relishing this right now. They're enjoying the fights, of course. Noob on his Storm Spirit, zipping and zapping, getting across the fight, making it hard for Falcons to cleanly think about how they execute, because they got to deal with this Storm who's just running freely across.
Yeah, they just kind of got Amar's number, you know? I mean, especially Noob, who's just kind of baiting him out every time. Like, if Amar ever lands this RP onto the Storm, then, we're going to be like, whoa, you know, great catch. It's such a hard hero to catch. Like, I feel like he's kind of overestimating himself or underestimating Noob, you know, being like, oh, yes, he's going to zip onto me now that he's dodged this spell, which means I should easily get the RP or... It's so high risk and low reward. Well, I guess high reward as well, but...
I'd say right now that Amar's playing Magnus with two types of like RP setups. He's going for the predict storm zip RPs, and then he's going for the team fight RPs, but the team just isn't ready for it RPs, right? They're two types. They aren't working because one he's missing on the storm, and the other one the team just isn't able to capitalize on the jump that he does find, right? And on top of that, we're not seeing the harpoon dragbacks, right? Yeah, we're not seeing the harpoon dragbacks either, right? Like he's attempted multiple times. He's either lifted up or just he misexecutes on it, right? So it is just a very difficult mag performance so far. We will see if he can, find some flow to his game to start connecting.
Yeah.
Of course, Magnus is a hero that even if you whiff 10 of these combos, it only matters if you hit the one in the game deciding moments. So you can't rule him out for now.
We'll see what Malorine's able to do as well. When he gets his Aghanims, I feel like it does make Amar's game much easier. You're going to have that flying dragon, you're going to have that vision, you're going to have just some big distraction in the front lines, which will hopefully give Magnus the freedom he needs to be able to cast a bit better in these fights, because really, like, your big team fighter's just not delivering right now.
High ground will be Falcon's friend, right? I've already harped on about the macro gameplay a couple times with the illusions, but when you get to tier 3 and PSG Quest is trying to hit the buildings, it's only Windrunner that wants to focus fire it. If she's focus fired a building, she won't have it for the fight, and she'll also be in a position that where if Mag does have a Lincoln's or a BKB to prevent that lift cancel, then she is going to be in tier 4s. It won't be a pretty fight, and that's where Magnus will shine.
Getter is seen. They're going to jump him. Focus fire coming out. Ooh. Look at the damage just pouring out onto him. That's not a powerful demon. That's a little child. He's just been killed by Noob and Wind Ranger. Whew. 80,000 dealing the damage. They see another one. Amar, he's just dying in the exact same place. The steps of your base are not safe right now. Oh, he's not going for more. Look at this high ground. What high ground? We don't care. Snaking's dead as well. Storm even looking in for more right now. What is this? Switch has just gone off for the side of Quest. This is bonkers.
He used the stolen RP, then quickly grabbed in power after the fact. So punishing Magnus one last time with the usage of his stolen spells. I think Omar is having quite a stellar game. He is just removing this Magnus. He is unable to get a skewer off. He's lifted. If he uses RP, he steals it. If he wants to use an RP, sure, I've got skewer anyway, so I'm not going to remove him. Like every single fight, this Rubik is doing so much work. And of course, Noob, 10-1-9, hit a very quiet start to the game. He was sitting on no kills or assists for so long, but now, with these items, with this strength, he is running around the map. He doesn't care. Look at him. As I say this, he's zipping around, pressuring everything. And tier 2000, he's got the Aghanims, the Lincolns. They are so hard to kill. It's a 16,000 gold lead. Surely PSG Quest wins this game. If there ever was a game to beat Falcons,
it feels inevitable, right? Like it feels like we haven't seen anything from Falcons this game. They just haven't really got the studs in the mud, you know?
I'm so happy we don't have to give MVPs though, because I feel like Noob deserves one for just the pressure he's applied, but Omar with the teamfight contribution has been exceptional. It really is just Rubik and Storm Spirit. Doing so much heavy lifting in, he finds an RP, he's got two.
Okay, that's big targets right now. The follow-up, it is going to be there as they're skewing in to the Skinner, but Skinner, he has been doomed up because of the focus bars there as well. Oh no. Oh, Falcons, they thought they had the perfect opening. And they were wrong. PSG Quest, once again, able to respond. The follow-up from the RP was just not nearly good enough. And just end up a Doom and a focus fire being dumped onto the Terrorblade's face.
What?
That looks so...
I mean, it is my job. I'm just going to say what it is, right? Amar skewered the Doom into Centaur stomp range of the Terrorblade, who then got stomped into Doomed. Like... Pretty rough, and the Terrorblade used the man to then getting overgrowth after the fact, so he couldn't dispel that. It was, yeah, Yeah,
No BKB
pretty painful
available
fight.
either to dodge off the stuns or anything there. So yeah.
Radiant's
Well.
bottom barracks are under
Well,
I mean,
indeed.
Falcons have been having way too smooth of a run, so I'm here for this. You know, this
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
unfortunate game. 35k goal advantage with 32 minutes into the game. PSG Quest well on their way to coming back into the series with a bang. Finally, it's time to go for Roshan. They've taken the fight. They've taken the barracks. Now they're going to go get themselves an Aegis. Falcons, they're going to take the consolation prize of a Tormentor.
Dire are scared.
Rick's going to get himself a Hunter's Boomerang for this at least. So, yeah, nice little magic damage increase. Be appreciated.
Your shrine has fallen to the dire.
Roshan's banner up for grabs.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I do like how Cheese is always just like, oh, a little bit of a fight over the, everybody fights over Aegis. Some people fight over Cheese. Banner, leave it at the
Yeah,
pit.
give it a support, yeah.
Yeah, one of those filthy supports can pick it up.
900 ping. Uh-oh. Hey, into unpause. Why is Skidder unpausing? What? They're lagging. Hello?
Hello? What's going on?
What is this? Oh, maybe okay. Maybe everyone's lagging, so they're all pressing pause at the same time.
Oh,
And
they're all
obviously,
trying to pause
yeah.
at the same time.
I was like, that is kind of. I know the game's rough, Skidder, but you don't know.
Most of them are
Okay,
saying it. All right, everybody's,
okay, cool.
everybody's
All right.
lagging.
Ooh, okay, no drama, guys. No drama. I was like,
All
damn.
right, quickly. We'll take a quick bath, and we'll be back.
GH is running it as well for these teams.
he's got a lot to do. But a lot of baths to
92
run.
loss. Yeah, that's the amount of grand finals that PSG Quest have lost to Falcons so far this year. 92. Won't be in the
Will be
93rd
by the
time
end of
though.
it, won't it?
God, that'd be so hard to deal with.
I'd like to imagine GH is just running around with like a wheelbarrow full of rubber duckies as well, just to
Yeah. Just to assist where possible.
just to make sure that all these baths are nice and hot and delicious.
Yeah, if you did visit, by the way, if you're fresh to this grand finals, didn't watch the previous series, Matthew, when they paused on Team Nigba, when asked why they paused, he did just write bath. He obviously meant toilet or something, or
Bathroom, I'm guessing.
bathroom, yeah, but for the good of the stream and the good of the meme,
Translation didn't come across too well. Yeah, it's
yeah, we enjoyed the
wholesome,
literal
funny
translation of
moment. Yeah,
exactly.
fancy bath nonetheless, as Miracle said. Definitely the highlight of my qualifiers so far. Obviously, there's been some
Bro,
great
if you said
players, but-
career, I would have needed a talk. That's pretty rough. Yeah, the highlight of my career was look at
Nice,
baths.
saying he was having a bath. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting some disconnects and some reconnects. Unfortunately,
I am checking. I'm going to quickly check on Amar Magnus real quick. I know we've seen it once before, I believe, but I want to do some research on how frequently he does play this hero. This game, at least, has felt relatively uncomfortable. So he's played it. Okay, he's played it twice in the qualifiers. He played it once against one of the like immortally pub stacks, and then he played it once against PSG Quest. And I think the last time he played the Magnus, it was against a Meepo, and it was when PSG Quest had no real stuns or cancels. So the difference is, this game around there are plenty of anti-mag heroes, hence why the game is looking to be a little bit more difficult for him. And by that I mean a lot more difficult for him. And if we do have a little click on him, he hasn't really progressed his itemization, right? Like he's kind of stagnated yet to get a Lincoln's. Of course, when you think about Mag, it's all about in the brief moment that he harpoons, what can your team do to prevent that skewer back? Teams buy Yules, you have the Rubik Clift, like any of the above. Lincolns will be able to disjoint that and secure that first skewer. But yeah,
still
still
for some
ways
of them,
away.
of course. Other issues are the ball lightning. You also have BKBs available as well, but should definitely make his job easier for sure. Like the lift and yours and such. Gonna make.
So do you really want to hit a skewer right now anyway? Like, are you actually killing anyone? I feel like dragging heroes to Terrorblade with this build is kind of a recipe for death. Skidder also is looking for the disperser, and I think that's maybe where Team Falcons will look to make quite a big comeback is the Ags that we see from the DK on screen right now. He's 50 gold away. Skidder is just starting his journey towards completing a disperser, which will be another dispel, and dispel is key, right? Against the Treant Protector, if he needs to man to dodge a stun from a Doom or try and destroy the Doom getting targeted on him, if he needs one more dispel to get rid of Overgrowth, that's when he can right click. Every single fight so far, he's either been doomed up and has to disengage, or he's been overgrowthed post Manta and can't do any right clicks. So this Terrorblade is not really doing any damage, and so I can see
Is
at least
that
Team
why-
Falcons. Sorry, go on.
We're not seeing the BKB coming out from Terrorblade because he knows he's going to be rooted regardless once he pops that
Yeah.
BKB, so just needs to double down on dispels instead.
Exactly. It's basically you got Overgrowth that goes through BKB, Doom goes through BKB, and the Windrunner already just targets you anyway with Focus Fire. So for this Terrorblade to enjoy the game, he needs just positioning to be his friend, and it's why he went for Hurricane Pike. He's obviously got Manta. Disperser does complement that as well, and down the line, if he has Satanic, then it's going to be very good. If he's not doomed, of course, you can't use it during that. But yeah, for Falcons at least, it's accept that no matter what, the next fights will be really hard, and just play for some massive team fight comeback. Because yeah, on open map, you are just going to get destroyed by Storm Spirit and then the Ags on Windrunner. And of course, unfortunately, the guys are still lagging. I am checking his status, and yeah, we are getting some ping across the board.
All right, we'll have to wait a minute for the service to settle down, and hopefully everybody gets all that's already. But we might be paused for a while waiting for that to happen. So we have
No, man, you
idea
have
when
2 more ping than me, by the way,
Yo,
which means you are 2 ping further away from the server, so people can actually triangulate your location in
checks.
England compared to me. Yeah,
That tracks. What's my
Yeah.
ping?
132.
T. 132.
Mine's 130. There's 2 ping difference.
2 ping. That's big.
Yes. The ping is spiking like crazy. This is not what you want to see in the
Oh dear.
in the game 3 of a best of 5 grand finals.
Yeah, especially when PSG Quest were playing off quite a lot of, momentum. Yeah, they're really kind of feeling themselves. They were in the flow state.
And if you're PSG Quest, though, I think you tank the packet loss and you play this one out for sure. I don't know what the rules are, but I'm pretty sure if the admin says, "Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. This is what I was hinting at." I'm sure someone with the remake
There
meme
it
might
is.
be coming, but yeah, let's remake the entire series. I like that one too, Noob. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's
Nice
only
comeback.
4 in the afternoon in England. We got plenty of time to run this one back.
That's true. I got nowhere to be.
Nor do the players if they don't qualify. They won't be invited anywhere.
Looking good. Told you a storm was coming.
Was that too real?
No.
Oh, fair
true.
enough. Thanks. You just went quiet. I was got scared
Reality
for a
check
second.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I'm reporting. Let me see what can be done. Nice.
Ooh.
Ooh. Maureen with the awkward all chat.
That's kind of weird, bro.
Also, laging in the English dictionary is the production of forming something, like glass making.
Yeah, I like laging in my spare time. Make some new windows. You know how it goes.
Falcons, that's their side job after qualifying.
Oh, that was savage. I was like,
two games. Oh, no.
Oh, another wave.
Oh,
Get him
we
out of
got
here. Oh,
disconnected.
they got the observer. Why?
Nice. No, I got hit too.
Oh, nice. I'm still in. I guess I'm casting by myself now. This is a great moment. Everybody's paused on the map. Oh, it's like a few people have come back. Okay, including observer. Hello, observer.
Just go play. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I feel like this in PSG Quest position, like just tank the lag, boys. You're kind of in the winning position. Amar's not hitting an ERP on without ping. With ping, does it get better
Maybe
or worse?
better. Yeah.
I think it gets better. I think that's true.
Dude, I want to see a game where they play everybody's on like 700 ping. Just watching everybody just like completely mess up their spells.
Yes, I'm sure the viewer would love to see a PowerPoint presentation of Dota. We've had that
No,
before.
we get it in perfect quality, right? We get everything absolutely fine. It's just the players who
No.
are struggling.
If the players are suffering, we suffer.
Okay, but what if we can force ping on the players and then we get to have like a show match where everyone's on like 700 ping?
Mari's now playing Mafia. He's fake claiming to be the admin. We'll noob fall for the bait.
Yep. Hello, it's me, admin. I award Falcon default win.
Oh, this is riveting content, guys.
The
I've
real
always wanted to
question
host a
is-
podcast. Oh, hold on.
Alright,
I
I
think
got one.
if we AFK fight in... Oh.
Okay. Don't quite know what he's getting at there.
It's a
but,
very niche reference to
yeah, I
a
think so.
previous tournament many months ago.
Indeed. Let's do some chat interaction, guys. Again, I want to hear what you want to say. We have a Roshan's banner up on the Rubik, okay? But what lane is he going to place Roshan's banner in? Will it be 1 for the top lane? Will it be 2 for the mid lane? Or will it be 3 for the bottom lane? Cast your votes now. And if you get it right, you can message T-Governor on Twitter and I'll give you
Uh-huh. Yeah. Go on.
feet pics.
Yep. There we go. We'll see.
There you go.
I mean, it's like a 33% chance of despair.
Despair.
Yeah. Amara's going to wait for
Not
hours.
bad.
He's in for the long game.
Well, actually, it's kind of a 50-50 because there's no chance of putting it bottom lane on the lane with no barracks.
And they're not
on
going
it.
to put it in mid. So it's, yeah, strategically, it's top or bot. Oh,
Alright.
I'll take one, Mara.
I'm pressing one.
No, you know when the game's lasted long enough, the observers whipped out the free cam move. We're about to go flying. If both of you are okay, oh, we are upside down. We're in Australian servers for a second, okay? Okay, Noob's happy to go. Do you think Falcons are happy to go on lag? I think they might just say no. That's my prediction. If they say no, this complicates the whole situation here. Are they memers? Are they memers enough to say no? Again, if they're lagging competitively, I can see why they say no. So not a problem. There it is. They are going to say no.
Waiting.
Noob's trying to play the hero to ping card, waiting for what? Oh, the lag to disappear. I know. God. There we go.
Hope no one's watching in VR right now.
Could you fly us up actually to like the highest point where you see the entire map, but looking down, or does the field of view just?
Depends.
No, I want to like
Depends
how
what
can
the
we
draw
actually get to the
distance
or does the fog spawn in?
No, you've got the draw distance.
Unlucky. So
there,
that's
there is
the
a command
highest.
to change this.
Sure.
I don't know if I can be able to go find it, but there is a.
No,
you
that's
can
fine.
disable the draw distance, and then you can just go up as high as you like. And the Dota map's just like a square.
No, it's
There
just
are
beautiful.
some pretty mountains around the side.
Yeah, it really is just beautiful from a different perspective, right? Like Dota players, we are conditioned to always see the map as like radiant bottom left, dire top right, and you just see it from different angles, and it just
Just like in real life, we're conditioned to see things from
Exactly.
one perspective and not others.
mm-hmm.
You know?
And have you ever
Really
thought
makes you
about it,
think.
man? Like the creeps, they every day they wake up knowing that they got to spawn, run down a lane, fight a war that they don't want to fight, and then refresh, go again. It's just like it's so meaningful. Like
It's like us and our jobs, you know.
yeah, you gotta
like the
you're not
creeps.
winning the game just to beat the ancient. You're winning to get your creeps out of the monotony of the day job.
break them out
Let
of the
them be
cycle.
free. Yeah, let them pursue the dreams that they want.
Who's going to break us out of our cycle?
Not Maureen. He don't want to play. He's waiting for the likes to
He's not
disappear.
breaking us out of the cycle. I like how, by the way, like John and Mike, some of the other casters had like a 108-minute game, and we've got like one like 5-minute, well, maybe 10-minute pause now already.
Oh, can you go to
Losing
the radiant side of the map? Bottom safe lane. No. Safe lane. Yep. No, up a bit. Okay, I'm just gonna direct you literally up, right. Those steps there. There used to be a turtle that would walk around. Could you please investigate if there's a turtle still here? I'll let you find it. I'm not gonna direct you any further. It was in the jungle area, but we've now very much
Right, the
disappeared.
maximum time we're waiting now, guys. We're not mating. The maximum time we're waiting now, guys, is going
Okay.
to be 12 minutes. So 2 minutes more of technical pause, and then we move into personal pause time.
Which is 10 minutes per team. Where
10 per team.
so yeah, the ruling is if both teams are okay to play, they could go. Everyone's in the lobby, so yeah. And of course, normally how this works, let's say in a hypothetical, if one player was disconnected, Falcons could use their 10 minutes of pause time. PSG Quest, if they wanted to, could give their 10 minutes, but then after that, just because of scheduling, they are forced to play the game out to conclude it. And then you then start the next game in the lobby with all the other wait time occurring. Even though all 10 players are in, it makes sense that they've started this timer, because if not, we would just be sitting here for an indefinite amount of time when technically the game could be played, even though it's not in the best conditions. It is out of anyone's hands. No one here can fix it. It is server side. So yeah, I respect the fact that we are starting to enforce the timers. It does mean we're most likely going to be sitting here for 12 minutes. For default time, PSG Quest have already stated that they do want to play. So my expectation is they won't be giving away their 10 minutes to give to Falcons. But if they do, then we're here for 22 minutes. So yeah, this is the start of our podcast. We are looking at some minimap noughts and crosses by Omar, who then got upset and deleted.
No one wanted to play with him.
No one wanted to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's no point talking about the game, because again, we're here for 12 minutes. We're all used to short form content now. In 12 minutes time, we'll completely forget what we talk about. So
we need to
we're in it for the long haul.
Interview, actually. Wonder if we can all chat and see if anyone wants to
I
go for a
do have
mid-game
newborn
interview.
friends. I do feel like it would be, there's a line not to cross, and I think a game 3 potentially decider talking to the losing team mid laner who's now playing on ping is probably the best thing to do. But who cares? So no.
Right,
Okay, no, we got the votes in, by the way. We got the votes in. All right, I'm just joining chat. Help me, chat. I am stuck in pause. Please entertain me with something. Help.
Can we do some improv? Could you be a noob for me, and we'll simulate an interview, okay?
Oh God.
All right.
Sure. The cringe in chat is flowing right now, but off we go.
Oh gosh. Shit. All right. Hello, noob. Thank you. I mean, obviously you're in a sticky situation. Obviously, you want to pause, but you want to unpause, but the enemy doesn't. How do you feel about that?
Yes, I'm excited to play.
Great. So you want to play? Obviously, how do you feel this game's going, and why haven't the other games gone like this for you guys? Oh shit, we got G's. All right, we can stop this madness.
Woo, let's go,
Great.
baby!
We got a game. So just to recap on everything that's happened recently, we've got an Aegis freshly picked up just 30 milliseconds ago, meaning there's 4 minutes and 30 seconds left upon it for Mr. Noob. 24k gold advantage for the side of PSG Quest. That's no laughing matter. That's a lot of money. How will Falcons overcome this? Well, their answer so far has been, just missing a lot of RPs and, just trying to get off some clicks on the Terrorblade, and that hasn't been a successful strategy so far. It does come down to whether the TB can stand his ground in a fight. Will that happen? It's all down to the DK and the Magnus being able to control up the rest of the team. Will they be able to do that? Well, probably not, because someone's going to get doomed. Someone's going to get focus fired by the Wind Ranger. Heroes aren't surviving very long in these fights. There's just too much damage being piled out from PSG Quest, which means we now come to perhaps the final push of the game, maybe.
Is under attack.
That would be quite a way to end. We spent more pause time than the final fight. PSG Quest, they are smoked up. They've killed off this Terrorblade with ease in the prior fights, and he's not picked up an item to help him yet. Doesn't have the Disperse yet for that additional Dispel. We mentioned many pauses ago how important it is that he has multiple Dispels to get rid of Overgrowth, to try and disjoint that Doom with the Manta. And it's not really come into play yet. Both teams, they are smoked up though.
Positioning. I mean, if he doesn't get caught out here, he may well just have found the perfect spot. There is a Shiva's available on Malik, which of course gives you the vision, and Amahi has been found. The rest of the team pretty far away to be able to help him out here. Has the buyback though. Amar does lose his life trying to get to the perfect position. 45 seconds to push.
Radiant's top tower is under
And that's the
attack.
problem. It's tricky because
Dire's bottom
now
tower is under
you've
attack.
got to find a way to buy back on your Magnus and then somehow get into the fight and land a decent RP. With a big old horn going ba-ba, this hero is now back from the dead, and letting everybody know, a dinner bell, you could say.
Our fourth Dire's bottom tower has
Noob
fallen.
wants to try and stop these illusions from dewarding them, but the illusions are successful. Noob will the most amount of mana, but of course has that Aegis. And now the skewer back from Omar. Perfect. Grabs Snaking, just snipes him right out of there, using the bonus range, of course, to just absolutely isolate that Vengeful Spirit.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Quite an easy racks taken by PSG Quest. No real major defense, and yeah, Omar
Radiant's top barracks has
still having such a stellar game. In case you guys forgot, his Rubik has been popping off. His lifts are on point, his stills are on point. He's taking magic missiles, he's taking RPs, you know, the skewers as well. There, it's truly a delight to see. And now they walk to their next building. They have focus fire if they do want to go for this tier 3, but we'll see.
West showing a little bit of hesitation here for the final push. Good reason. You don't want to throw away everything in one moment. There's a 28k gold advantage. It's a lot. Still, you don't have that hero that just wants to sit there and attack the tower. Noob is pretending to be that hero, but he's not doing enough. Don't have the sieger. Got a focus fire, but feels risky, especially on the hero which does not have an Aegis.
Huzzah!
Dragon Knight illusions. We get taken down. Dude, faces forwards. Dodges a Dragon Tail. Runs up onto Snaking.
RP.
Snaking's got it again. No
Instant
buyback
heals,
available.
but
RP gets used onto the Wind Ranger. Doesn't get a whole lot done with it though, as he's just going to drop. Amara's dead. This still has the buyback available, but look at Skinner. He's just annihilated.
GG.
Doesn't stand a chance. GG is called. All that pausing, and for what? Noob and TA2000 going godlike at the end of this game. And that'll
Yeah.
do it. PSG Quest, they come back into the series.
What a game from them, especially. It's like from the laning phase, it looked like they were maybe being a little bit too slow to make moves on the map, but